Welcome into Saints Now. My name is Trey Stroud. Before we get into today's show, we wanted to offer out our thoughts and prayers to Damar Hamlin and his family. If you want to donate and support the Chasing M Foundation, you can be just like Andy Dalton and his wife JJ, who donated $3,000. I know I'm going to be supporting the foundation. This is one of those situations that's bigger than football. We're praying for Damar Hamlin and his family. Hopefully, guys, you can enjoy the rest of today's show, but let's break down today's Saints news and rumors. Welcome in today's show. Like I said earlier, my name is Trey Stroud, and we're going to be discussing the latest Saints news and rumors. And the first thing, probably why you had clicked on the video today, Alvin Kamara trade? Really? Is that what we're discussing? Yes, unfortunately, that is what we're talking about today, because there's rumors around the internet and the interweb and in the stratosphere, if you will, that the Saints should trade Alvin Kamara while you can still get decent trade value from him. Who Dat Dish put this out. I love Who Dat Dish. They have some good content, but some of the stuff they have to say is just absolutely outlandish. But here's what they had to say. The Saints should either trade Kamara this offseason for the draft picks this year or wait until after the June 1st deadline to save about $11 million and could get picks for the upcoming draft. These options are much more optimal for team success. Now, if you take a look at what Alvin Kamara has done over the past 4 years, I can see what Johnny Kamara is talking about. Yes, the production has slipped a little bit. It has not been as good as it has been in the first couple of seasons with him. If you look at my biggest thing that I'm looking at is the 2020 year, the touchdown number. 16 touchdowns as compared to 4 touchdowns as compared to 2 touchdowns this past season. We still have one game left. He ain't scoring 14 touchdowns. That's just not going to happen, unfortunately. But it's one of those things. The yards are down. The averages are down. The touchdowns are down. I can see where he's coming from. I just disagree. And Kamara did follow up and further explain his thoughts here. Alvin Kamara is still a special player, but it's just not the way modern football works for halfbacks to be paid and play at an elite level for a long period of time. This is why the Saints should look to recoup a draft haul for Kamara and draft a running back on day 2 or day 3 of the 2023 NFL draft. Here's my take. I don't think you should trade Kamara. Like you said, Alvin Kamara, like the quote said, Alvin Kamara is a quality talent. He's a special talent. He's a very damn good football player. My thing, what's optimal for team success? Better play calling. Like, why is Alvin Kamara not getting multiple screen looks a game? Why is he not getting the ball in open space? That, to me, is the biggest issue. And, of course, this is just a problem for this past season, not previous seasons, where you did see less production. But come on, man. Let's not forget, or let's not act like the 2021 season wasn't just an absolute just fever dream of injuries and a nightmare just scenario across the board. It sucked. It was brutal. Alvin Kamara is still a damn good football player, and he's a unique generational talent, and I don't think you part ways with that when you have it. Sure, you might have to pay him a little extra. You might have to pay him the bag, but I also feel like he's kind of worth it at the end of the day. So I want you to put your GM hat on. Would you trade Alvin Kamara? Let me know. Type T for trade, type K for keep. You might get hit with the YouTube ad break, so go down, take advantage, and let me know in the comment section, would you trade Alvin Kamara? All right, next up, Lat is back, baby. Shout out to Marshon Lattimore for making his return to the Saints defense in a huge way against the Philadelphia Eagles in NFL Week 17. Taking a look at his numbers, just crucial play at the end of the game. 6 tackles, 2 pass breakups, 1 interception for the touchdown off Gardner Minshew, snagged A.J. Brown's lunch money and took it back to the house. And hey, that made the Saints win against the Eagles. So, notable PFF grades. I just want to put this out there. Marshon Lattimore was the highest rated defender across the NFL last week. And some notable grades. Marshon Lattimore, 93.4 over Tom Brady, over Austin Eckler. Yeah, that's fun. Yeah. This is why you see what would have happened if Marshon Lattimore would have played. These numbers don't lie. But Lattimore, 93.4, Brady, 92.6, Austin Eckler, 90, Kenny Clark, 90, James Houston, 85.1. Lattimore is a dog. He's a top 3 cornerback when he is playing and he's healthy. He proved it against the Eagles. And this is worth noting. Alontae Taylor did not receive any snaps against the Eagles, and I think it's very important to continue giving him meaningful reps, not just reps throughout the game, but reps that mean something in crucial times against high-caliber players. I think that Dennis Allen should have mixed in Alontae Taylor with Paulson Adebo a little bit more. Obviously, Marshon Lattimore is your CB1, but Alontae Taylor has been doing phenomenal all season. Mix them together. Mix them in. Let him get looks. Let him show what he can do and play with quality receivers, because how are you going to improve if you're not playing? That's just my biggest thing I got to say. But Alontae Taylor's been playing well, and I think he should have gotten some more meaningful reps throughout last week, but he also should definitely get reps this upcoming week against the Panthers. But I want y'all to go down, type 23 to show some love to Marshon Lattimore. It's his jersey number. He's a dog. He's got that dog in him. I want you to go down and type 23. And while you're doing that, are you a real Saints fan? Are you really? Because if you ain't a real Saint, if you're a real Saints fan, then you're subscribed to the channel. And you can't call yourself a real Saints fan until you subscribe to the channel. So go down, subscribe to Saints Now by Chat Sports. I've been a lifelong Saints fan. Me, Abby, Will, we all bleed black and blue. We love the Saints out here at Chat Sports. And hey, we're trying to give Saints content to Saints fans by Saints fans. So go down, subscribe, and that way we can make you guys more content, make you more videos, and hey, maybe even have some live shows in the future. All right, so next up on today's doc, it's the Week 18 matchup. The times and dates were announced earlier. This is worth noting. The NFL did tweet out an update, and I'm reading this off my phone. Sorry if it's unprofessional. NFL update on the Bills-Bengals Week 18 schedule. The NFL continues to be in regular contact with the medical team caring for Damar Hamlin and also the Bills and Bengals organizations and the NFL Players Association. After speaking with both teams and NFLPA leadership, NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell informed the clubs today that the Bills-Bengals game will not be resumed this week. The NFL has made no decision regarding the possible resumption of the game at a later date. The league has not made any changes to the Week 18 regular season schedule. We will continue to provide additional information as it becomes available. So as of right now, at the time of filming this, midday on Tuesday, the Saints are playing football against the Carolina Panthers at Caesars Superdome at 12 o'clock noon Central Time. It's going to be an absolute dogfight. Now, you might be asking, why should I care about this game? The Saints aren't making the playoffs. The Panthers suck. There's nothing to look forward to. But here are three things that I'm going to be looking forward to while I watch the Saints vs. Panthers game this weekend. Chris Olave could hit 1,000 receiving yards as a rookie. We're going to get into his stats here in a little bit and break that down, but that's a big deal. I would love to see the Rook make that happen. Number two, the Saints can end on a win streak. They're currently on a 3-game win streak after taking down the Falcons, Browns, and Eagles in back-to-back-to-back weeks. Go on a 4-game win streak. You didn't have a win streak going into the or at all in this game or in this season. You couldn't even put 2 games back-to-back up until the last 3 weeks. So go on a win streak. Go out with some confidence and finish the season on a high note. And the last thing, the Eagles pick can actually move up in the draft, and you can give them a worse pick. Obviously, they had the Saints' first-round pick, so you want to make it as far up as possible. Currently, last I saw, they were about at the number 10 overall pick. So get them in the mid-teens. That'd be kind of cool. But looking at Chris Olave's stats, 67 receptions, 982 yards, 3 touchdowns and 14 yards per reception. The kid has that dog in him. He's always barking. He's always ready to go. And I just want to put this out there. He's also just such a tough son of a gun. I mean, the licks and the hits that he's taken this year to still be putting up good numbers, come on, man. The guy's a freaking animal. I love Chris Olave. He's been one of my favorite players this entire season. But I want to know what you guys have to say. Who you got in the game this weekend? Type S for Saints, type P for Panthers, and just a quick reminder, thoughts out to the Hamlin family and to the Bills organization. We wanted to discuss the Saints news and rumors today, but we also wanted to make sure that we did our due diligence of saying this is bigger than football. This is a bigger issue than competition and rivalries and sports. We really are hoping that the Hamlin family is doing okay, and anyone affected by this, they can find peace throughout the next few weeks and as we find out what happens with Hamlin.